I'm an expert in that planet's flora, fauna, and fashion.
Yeah, this outfit screams expert.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're taking a look at 10 of the worst decisions ever made by Disney.
This is the Seeing Stone. Are you seeing anything?
Poor casting choices.
One is weak, useless, fragile. The other, hard, unyielding, everlasting, flawless, beautiful.
Over the last decade or so, the House of Mouse has made some very questionable casting decisions. Don't get us wrong. There have been some great choices such as Stephanie Beatrice voicing Mirabelle in Encanto and Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. But these smart moves are too few and far between.
Oh dear. What an awkward situation.
Gal Gadot did not pan out as a decent evil queen. The Rock's sheer presence and one-note delivery overshadowed the entirety of Jungle Cruise. And honestly, we'd be surprised if anyone even remembers Yifei Liu's performance in the Mulan remake. Can we get some newer talent in here and give our cast some direction, please?
I am the father. It is my place to bring honor to our family on the battlefield. You are the daughter. Learn your place.
Putting films out to die.
A few drops in his drink, then I'll propose a toast, and he will be dead before dessert.
Which is a real shame, because it's going to be delicious.
One of the weirdest decisions that Disney and many other entertainment companies make is investing in a project when they have no intention to get behind it. In Disney's case, you had plenty of gems slip through the cracks like The Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Treasure Planet, and most famously, The Nightmare Before Christmas. They'll shovel these movies out, sometimes under different labels, and give them no attention. It's not until long after the film's release that they notice people actually like great movies and want merchandise.
Now, to get rid of the body.
Okay, what were we saying?
But Mickey, where were you when the movie needed you most? Why fund the product if you aren't going to advertise, get excited, or show it to people? Have some confidence in your original works, guys.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night!
The 2025 data collection scandal. In September 2025, the United States Federal Trade Commission filed a lawsuit against two branches of the Walt Disney Company, Disney Worldwide Services, Inc. and Disney Entertainment Operations, LLC. The FTC claimed that Disney had been collecting and selling data from underage users across a multitude of YouTube videos.
Guess where I am right now? In the bag. Still think I'm not the victim here? Watch, it gets better.
In their case, the FTC stated that Disney's data collection was a major violation of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, as neither minors nor their parents had given the corporation their consent for data collection. Disney ended up settling the lawsuit days later for a measly $10 million.
Now what you wanted, but you lost what you had.
Investing in Mars Needs Moms.
I meant that it's poisonous to the cat.
Well, how can it be good for me if it's poisonous to the cat?
Because cats are not supposed to eat vegetables.
Maybe I'm not supposed to eat vegetables.
Milo.
Okay, we know we just spent an entire minute talking about how Disney should get behind the products they invest in. And they do sometimes. But Mars Needs Moms was one of those where everyone was like, what are you doing?
You might have heard of us. We're here to stop the threat of interplanetary communism throughout the galaxy. Why else do you think they call it the Red Planet?
Disney really tried going all in with this movie in particular. Between the heavy investment in motion capture animation and the excessive advertising that followed upon release. Imagine their surprise when we all wound up hating the movie for its boring plot, dumb concept, and creepy character designs. While Disney would rebound, Image Movers Digital, the studio responsible for the film's motion capture, wouldn't. Franchise mismanagement.
I know, it's crazy. I'm wearing shirts now.
Yeah. Well,
How? Why?
Disney has so many IPs with its tendrils in so many areas that it is actually starting to bite them in the tuchus. Whereas Star Wars can't get a straightforward and engaging plot because too many people are working on the same thing, Marvel movies and shows are becoming convoluted because too many people are working on different things. There's no focus anywhere.
Darren?
Surprised to see me?
Yeah?
To understand anything means you have to watch this show for this movie to make sense, but this one detail is going to be ironed out when the new show drops next year, which will then lead into part 2 of the 4th movie that explains the villain's origins. Let's not forget arbitrary crossover episode 5, Rising Dawn of the Shadow Multiverse.
Are you Mandalorian?
I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy, like my father before me.
The use of realistic CGI.
In order to take the stone, you must lose that which you love. An everlasting exchange. A soul for a soul.
CGI has become more impressive over time, but Disney has become completely reliant on it. Look at any behind-the-scenes clip and you'll find that almost every Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars movie is shot against green screens, around blue rooms, or even virtual sets.
Here, I owe you from last time.
We have a deal.
It's a real shame because the use of practical effects has seen its own evolution over the years as well. Sure, practical effects are more expensive and difficult, but when you hear a visual effects artist mention they barely made minimum wage from working on the next Marvel movie, well, it begs the question, why exactly is CGI so cheap? It's even worse when you choose to CG characters like the 7 Dwarves instead of hiring real actors.
It's a human.
Well, yes, what did you think I was?
Nothing.
Ghost.
The Black Cauldron's dark tone.
Its evil power will course through my veins, and I shall make you cauldron-born.
Before 1985, Disney movies were known to be magical, fantastical, and somewhat cheery. However, The Black Cauldron showed audiences that there was another side of fantasy that Disney could explore. Though a cult classic today, folks at the time weren't super keen on Disney going down the path of dark fantasy stories with disturbing and intense imagery.
No! You can't! Don't!
This brief pivot in tone would cost the company tens of millions of dollars as The Black Cauldron failed to earn even half of its budget back at the box office. Had it been released today, perhaps it would have stood a chance among Disney's more generic flicks.
Arise, my messengers of death. Our time has arrived.
Ditching 2D animation.
Sire, this chap is obviously a charlatan. I suggest we move on to a less...
Don't you disrespect me, little man!
Just when it looked like The Princess and the Frogs and 2011's Winnie the Pooh might bring 2D animation back, Disney went all in on CGI. Some films still evoke the look and feel of classic Disney movies like Tangled, while others are slowly plaguing the scene with the typical CalArt style.
Every day we'll ride someplace new, and every night we'll sleep under the fish. No one to tell us what to do, just you and me out there. Free.
This transition has caused the brand to lose a major part of its magic though. Between the environments and even some of the cell work, many classic Disney movies come across as if they truly are paintings come to life. With CG animation, you just don't get that feeling. It comes up every now and again with some establishing shots, but man, we truly miss the days of paint, ink, and watercolors.
Good grief! Tie them together, Piglet. Can you tie a knot?
I cannot.
Ah, so you cannot.
No, I cannot not.
Not?
Who's there?
Pooh?
Pooh who?
Racist depictions.
They dead, is they?
No. Dead people don't snow. Or do they?
Believe it or not, this is one stain that Disney will never be able to scrub off of their squeaky clean image. For as much as we cherish the classics, there are some Disney movies that we cannot look at the same way due to some of the racist characters depicted.
Fortune cookie always wrong. Not the hard one. How about you and me, Duchess?
Yes, let's swing it, Thomas.
the crows in Dumbo, the Native Americans of Peter Pan, the Siamese cats of Lady and the Tramp, and well, just about most of the Song of the South are just a few examples of the racial stereotypes featured in some of these movies.
Who that called my name? Oh, hello, Uncle Remus.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
The live-action remakes.
It looks like you ran afoul of something with wicked claws.
Of course, we'd be remiss to cap off this video without talking about the latest issue with Disney. The live-action remakes have gotten out of control ever since the 2010's Alice in Wonderland.
You're not rescuing anyone being the size of a gerbil.
Would you have any more of that cake that made me grow before?
Uppelkuchen? Actually, I might have some left.
We wouldn't have such a huge problem with it if Disney hadn't been botching the stories that made it a prominent brand in the first place. Why sacrifice the spectacle of the Lion King in favor of realistic visuals? Why erase the message of family from Lilo and Stitch's ending? Why give Cruella de Vil a sympathetic backstory to justify her desire for a fur coat made of dogs?
Here, girl. Grab a mannequin, some fabric, and throw something together. The Baroness needs looks.
Looks.
Right.
None of these decisions make any sense, and it gets even more egregious when you see which movies are getting unnecessary sequels and spin-offs. What do you think is the worst decision Disney ever made? Did it make our list? Let us know in the comments down below.